was this paradigm where you study really hard for an exam. I did have a colleague who did that. So he, before 2020, before the method switched over, he was preparing for his tenure exam. He took it, he passed it, but I know he was very stressed about it. It seemed like he was preparing for all the knowledge that he needs in the field, but just at that moment, it was a snapshot. Whereas now with OLA, we're quizzed on things that should be known, what they call walking around knowledge.
It's a really good way of seeing what you know and what you don't know. For me, OLS have been great in a sense that sometimes I get a question wrong and I realize that that is something that the field is valuing that is not high up on my list.
It gives me some freedom to go on vacation and not worry about, oh, I have to do this. And I tend to front load the calendar year, and I enjoy that too.
I went through the training to give feedback on questions, and I think that's a little bit empowering because sometimes I might miss a question and think, oh, well, I really have something to say about this, or maybe I disagree a little bit. But also I can be honest about, no, this is really outside of my specialty, or maybe I don't think the average physicist would know this. Or yeah, I've got this, I understand this is part of my regular practice. So I like being able to give that feedback. It feels empowering as a user and participant.
I think OL is a great way for me to be cognizant of areas that I may not touch often, but that are still kind of relevant to my space. And so I answer questions sort of every week. And I use that opportunity if I have missed things to go and I need to read up on this. I'll get, because at Anderson, again, we specialize, that is just my practice. So at Anderson, we specialize into certain areas. So specializations mean you go do a deep dive, so you got to sacrifice the breadth a bit. So I use the OLA mechanism to make sure that my breadth is at least being maintained. I use that as a yardstick to make sure, hey, just making sure I'm being aware of some of these things.